Hi everyone, welcome to the month of October. In this month, we'll be focusing on the book of James, and the theme will be faith in God. The book of James, written by Jesus' half brother, emphasizes that we are justified by faith and that this faith has to be expressed through works. With this preface, there are no contradictions. When you start from the chapter 1 of James, James opens up with an encouragement for us believers. He tells us to remain joyful amidst the trials that we go through. In the chapter 2, he opens up the case for the works of faith, which are the deeds that grows out of one's faith. He goes on to cite examples, with one being Abraham and Rahab being the other. He tells us that Abraham and Rahab's actions proved their faith in Christ. So I go on to say that faith proves itself by works. In the chapter 3, he goes on to admonish us about taming the tongue. He made a contrast about the same tongue having curses and blessings coming out of it. This can be true for us as believers because our faith is evident by our words. The chapter 4 advises us to remain in God. It advises us to be steadfast. It tells us to stay glued to God. In the chapter 5, he closes by giving us the instructions about the prayer of a faithful man. He tells us that the prayer of a faithful man is powerful and effective. With this, that has been demonstrated throughout the book of James. It gives us a practical advice of how one can live and believe out of what he believes. As you can see, faith and works goes in tandem. Faith without works is useless. We have been called by God to live and act like Christ. Faith in Christ will produce an action which is born out of God, and this action becomes displayed in the works of love, grace, and mercy